just wanna live, I just wanna live, I just wanna live, I just wanna have a nice day.
Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome to the wonderful world of the thecummcast, episode number 63. I am your beer captain, Cody. How's everybody doing? This week's beer of the week is the Coffee Gold Standard by Taxman Brewing Company. This is a derivative of the traditional gold standard that was produced by Taxman Brewing Company. Trust the gold standard, our Abbey-style blonde ale with a golden body befitting of its name. This ale pairs dynamic, fruity, and spicy Belgian esters with malty flavor and honey and biscuit. All right. Southern boy's dream, biscuits. Boosted by roasted and earthy notes of Zing blend coffee beans from Tinker Coffee Co. I had the pleasure last week of going to Taxman Brewing Company in Bargersville, Indiana. And if you have never been there, small farm town, Taxman Brewing Company is just in the middle of it. Next to a corn elevator, and basically they run the town. They're like the Walmart if they had one. But I highly recommend it. They have a few other breweries located elsewhere across the country. But if you're in Indiana, highly recommend a trip to Bargersville to the Taxman Brewing Company and try. I highly recommend if you like coffee and if you like a golden style ale, a light bodied ale. Please go try the Coffee Gold Standard by Taxman Brewing Company. Now let's get into the episode. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, Cody's favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. No, it's not. He dresses up as Santa and goes and takes your kids. It's gonna be... And brings them to the studio to record. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good week. I'm a great babysitter. Yeah, sure you are. The national symbol of Christmas is a rock-hard cock, ain't it, Cody? Well, they don't call it Santa's Rockin' Eve for nothing. Right. So what's up, everybody? I hope you're having a good... Santa's a pervert. He is. And it's Cody. I hope you're having a good week. The world's still shit, but everything's opening them back up. We're still getting coronavirus cases, so from all the protests, but... They might honestly have another quarantine. Yeah, there's going to be a resurgence. They said there was going to be. I forget... I think in Indiana, like in Marion County, it went up by that was in Minnesota where it started, where it went up by they said in the thousands of cases where it went up from all the protests. In the state of Indiana alone, I think this week we've had last week we've had 400 additional cases. Yeah. It's insane. But here's the thing. Blame the riots. Blame whatever you fucking want to. But that's not it. The problem is we are dirty pieces of shit. And no matter whether we wear a mask or not, we're still coughing on everybody and touching shit we're not supposed to without washing our hands. People are dirty motherfuckers. Yeah. And that's the blame whatever you want to. You really can. Blame whatever. But that is the real problem. We're dirty motherfuckers as a human race, and that is the entire problem. It really is. That and we're stupid and naive. So the sooner you get to, because you might be a neat freak and a germaphobe and super clean and, well dressed and a decent looking, clean person, but you do something. You know what you do. You know who you are. You pick your nose and eat your boogers. You do something that's a dirty motherfucking move. You do something. You wipe your butt without toilet paper. If you know what your ass smells like, if you do the scratch and sniff on your ass, I know people that do that. If you do that, if you do something gross, and you know you fucking do. You know you do. Why are you looking at me when you say that? Because you're the only other one in the room. I was trying to look at the mic, But it's weird. It's weird talking to the mic and not you now.
I saw where Arnold Schwarzenegger, he won't go to Gold's Gym. You know, that's his fucking gym, basically.
Yeah.
He's what got him, famous or whatever. He won't go in there because they don't allow, or they're telling people that they don't have to wear masks. Because he's like a huge supporter of wearing masks.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, I personally haven't been to the gym. I refuse to go until everything is like copacetic.
Yeah, I know a lot of them you have to wear masks.
I probably won't go back to the gym until it starts to get cold. During the warmer months of the year, I like to take advantage of that. I'm constantly outside, constantly doing things outdoors. Plus, man, you don't need a gym. I'm tired of all these people saying, oh, the gym's back open, now I could get fucking fit. I've been stuck inside doing nothing for 3 months. Bitch, you ever heard of push-ups? Like crunches, sit-ups,
push-ups are hard.
Squats. do the fucking knee push-ups. Like, you ever heard of like a home workout? It's super easy. It takes 20 fucking minutes and you're done. You're fucking done. 20 minutes a day. I did 20-minute workouts the entire quarantine, and I'm in better shape than I've ever been. I promise you that. You don't need a fucking gym. Also, I refuse to work out with a mask, so I will stay at home. I'm not working out with something over my face. So I will stay outdoors and away from people.
I was wearing that mask in the Uber ride, and I was normally breathing, and that thing was just going and poking in and out of my mouth.
Well, that's because you got a hell of a sucker on you, Ryan.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, if I'm working out, that thing will just be in my mouth constantly. You put a little drop of sweat on that, I'm waterboarding myself. So honestly, people, if you go to the gym, wear a mask. But there's always you can stay at home. And you're like, I can't do any work at home. I can't work out at home. I'm just not motivated enough. Be like, it takes you 30 minutes to drive, one way or both ways. That's 30 minutes. You could be done. Fucking done, dude. 20-minute workout, a hard workout. You sweat your ass off. You're done. By the time it takes you to drive there and back. And then you have a Haagen-Dazs popsicle or ice cream bar.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Not once a day. Once a month or something like that.
Haagen-Dazs once a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because then you go to a new doctor for diabetes.
Perfect. It's the perfect. We as Americans have the perfect plan. We salt everything, so we take blood pressure medicine. We take the blood pressure medicine so we can keep salting everything.
If you can't solve it with a pill, just take a pill.
Yeah, just take a pill. Fuck it. Eat everything with salt.
Yeah.
Eat sugar. We have insulin. We're good, man.
Right.
Like, you're going to be fine.
I tell you.
Keep eating the salt. Keep eating the sugar. We got blood pressure medicine and insulin. We got wheelchairs at Walmart. You're good, bro. Like, you don't ever have to worry for anything. We have everything to take care of you.
Right.
On our own dimes. You fat pieces of shit. So, not personally you that I'm talking to, people. I'm not talking to personally you.
Yes, he is. He's super mean.
But I'm sure you know somebody out there that is just like that. We know somebody. The stupidest comment I've ever heard in my young adult life was, we take blood pressure medicine so we can keep salting everything.
Yeah. We
heard that from our friends' grandparents while we were on vacation in Florida. Holy fucking shit, I almost threw a chair.
Right.
The dumbest comment I ever heard anybody say. Granted, this was an older generation of person, but that is also why they don't live long anymore.
Yeah, he also made you tell jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't have TV.
He made me, yeah.
They didn't have TV working.
Yeah.
So they made Cody do a stand-up show.
While sitting
in the living room.
In a dark living room on the couches in the living room on a couch for 20 minutes.
It was the most awkward situation I've ever been in.
Nobody laughed. I think,
life.
Ryan, you laughed just to make it a little less awkward.
No, I laughed because I was like, haha.
He did not, the guy, the older gentleman did not laugh once. No. And he's like, that was pretty good, man. That was pretty good. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. You didn't even laugh once. You made me do this for 20 fucking minutes. It's my vacation.
It was horrible.
And I'm not supposed to feel awkward on my vacation. I feel awkward during the regular work year.
It was horrible.
Like, yeah, it was absolutely god awful. That was,
Have fun though.
Yeah, I had fun though. But
Have a great time.
That was horrible.
Don't you? If you know somebody that does comedy or is
don't say tell me a joke.
dabbling in comedy. Reference to all you people. If you see somebody that does comedy or if somebody tells you that they do stand up, unless you pay a cover charge, don't you fucking dare ask them. Hey, tell me a joke. You comedy? Tell me a joke, funny man. Yeah. Don't do that shit. It's awkward. It's dumb. We don't have to tell you that. We do it so you don't hate us because we're dead inside and we have to feel something. That's why we do stand-up to begin with. So don't do it unless you pay a cover charge. Give me $5 and I'll tell you. I'll tell you 2 minutes of jokes. Give me $5 though. That's a cover charge.
Because it's different. You're like, tell me a joke. But it's just you and them.
But it's the most awkward thing. And you're most of the time it's in a group of people like, hey, tell me a joke. I'm like, fuck you, bud. Pay the cover charge. I've said that many times. Pay the cover charge. They're like, oh, come on, one joke. And I say the dumbest shit I've ever... I tell them the dumbest jokes. They're like, you really tell stuff like that? I'm like, no, man. I don't fucking say that. I think I said... One time I said... it was the vulture joke. Do you remember that joke? It's a total dad joke.
Oh, yeah.
So these vultures are sitting there one day and they're eating a dead clown on the side of the road. One of them turns to the other and says, does this taste funny to you?
Yeah.
Absolutely the most garbage joke ever.
Just a shitty one-liner.
And I do it to be an asshole.
Well,
I do it to be an asshole. And they're like,
that's a joke.
You really do that? You get paid sometimes to do that? I'm like, no, go away.
You have to make up your own.
So don't come up to me and have me tell you a joke, and don't come up to me or anybody that does stand up and say, "Tell me a joke, funny man." If you say "funny man," it makes us want to physically punch you in the face with our minds.
It's always weird bikers too. Like,
yeah,
tell me a joke.
Yeah. So. We hope you all have had a great week this week. We know everything is slowly getting better and worse at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like the Fast and the Furious movies. It gets better and worse at the same time.
Like they win a race, but then somebody dies.
yeah, that's life. You win a race, but somebody else has to die.
Yep.
Yeah, but so we hope you all are staying safe out there. We hope you all have had a good week. I went swimming yesterday at the pool in my apartment complex, and I got burnt super fucking bad. I got burnt on my ankles. That's why I am wearing sandals today because I've never had my ankles burnt. Like I am super fucking red.
It's just on that one side.
Yeah, just on that one side.
Just half your body.
I look like Neapolitan ice cream.
You look like a candy cane.
give me a chef's hat and an apron, and I look like the cartoon pig on a barbecue place.
It looks like you dove off a very high place and just landed on your side.
Yeah.
And you're like split down the middle.
Yeah, totally. I am a cartoon pig on a barbecue sign.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I am. Neapolitan ice cream. So I am burnt. I hurt. But I still had a good week. I went out this morning. I ran and swung some kettlebells around for a few minutes. So I'm feeling pretty good today. And besides being burnt, I've had a pretty good week. So we're hoping you all are staying safe out there. Because like we said, it is a really crazy time, and hopefully this podcast can bring you some sort of joy for an hour or so throughout the chaos, because it is absolutely insane what's going on. It's sad. It's crazy. It just keeps getting worse. In the light of coronavirus, all this racism and shit is happening. So it's sad. It sucks. It needs to be fixed. We're trying to fix it, but it keeps getting a little bit worse every day. New stuff keeps coming out. So I try not to watch the news because I don't want to piss myself off before I even get my day started. So try not to absorb too much, guys. Try to try to be a good person in your own little world, because that is what is going to make everything a little bit better eventually. If everybody's a good person in their own world to everybody else in their little own world around you, eventually it's gonna get better. So just try to focus on that. Don't be like me. And if I watch the news first thing in the morning and I see something and I'm just like, what the fuck? my day's ruined already. So don't try to get involved so much in the news, because you can't, none of us can fix anything unless you're in that town or in that state where something happened. We can't really fix anything. Protesting and marching does help, but us personally as people can't really do anything to fix that. So just try to take care of your own things in your own little world and try to be good to the people around you, because that's what's eventually going to get us home. That's what eventually is going to make this world a better place.
That's what I keep saying. Everybody's trying to hate somebody. Everybody's trying to find an enemy in somebody. And a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people are good people. There is bad people out there, but you know who those bad people are.
Right.
And then everybody else is, somewhat good, and they're not trying to offend anybody. When you go out looking for an enemy or looking for somebody to hate, or you automatically just have hate in your heart, you can't have that. You just have to...
Can't have hate on your heart, man.
No, you just got to sympathize with other people. Like, something I've been doing, it's like everybody knows what I'm talking about, but something I've been trying to do is like actually put yourself in that person's position. Do it, like think. Not meditate on it, but actually think about what they could be going through or what blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't mean to offend anybody, but sometimes that's the way. It's a miscommunication.
We as people naturally react before we think.
Right.
It's a recurring problem. It always has been. You need to try to do better personally as yourself, and make yourself better as oneself.
Some people never been told that. Some people have never been, like, it's a teaching thing. This racism is a teaching thing. People aren't...
This is a lesson that should have been learned a long time
ago.
ago.
When you're a baby, you don't hate everybody. You like everybody. That's what's cool about being a baby. You're fucking just flowing with the universe. But then it's something it's taught through, we still have that generation that's... still older.
It's been gained. All
Closed-minded.
this hate and discrimination has been gained from years of growth in that environment.
Right.
And it sucks. It sucks that people still think like that. And I personally, I can't say that I haven't really been involved that much in that situation. I usually have pretty good people around me. I don't deal with that situation at all, but I know it's even in here in Indiana, we had the KKK here for a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was like the epicenter. This was like the shit, man. This was like Wonka land of the KKK. And it's insane to think that at one time, it must have been 100 years, within 100 years.
Somebody showed a picture on Face Page where it was from the 1940s, and it was a lynching of two black men in Marion County, which is Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, yeah. Within the past 100 years. It's insane to think that. But now we have come a long way, but also we haven't either.
Right.
Which should be different. It should be different. I think now, it sucks to say, but I think that right now, in this time, is the best time to be doing this, because everybody sees it. Other countries are protesting for it. Everybody's seeing this, because in this time and age, when you can see everything from all over the world, anything at all, this is the best time to be doing this, because it is widespread, worldwide protests and acknowledgement and understanding. And I think now, it should have happened sooner, but I think now is the best time to be doing it, because everybody can see it. Everybody knows about it. It's not going away. This is not going away until something gets fixed.
Right.
I personally despise racism. Anybody that has ever claimed that I had a shred of it, I make it very aware that I am not at all. And I despise it, and I despise people that are. But
who's saying that you are?
It's in the past.
Oh, I know you have had
in the past.
But that was a stereotype.
It's a misunderstanding.
People are like, oh, you're from the country or whatever, so automatically you're a racist.
Right. And we do have an accent. People that aren't from Indiana or from different parts of Indiana, if you listen to this, you can definitely tell that we have an accent.
We do.
We have an ain't no good old boy accent. We really do.
Probably.
But we are if you
can tell under my lisp.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are not.
That I finally fucking realized that I have. I was 26 years old, never realized that I spoke with a lisp. Until I started doing this fucking podcast, I was like, do I have a fucking lisp?
I tried to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
You tried to tell me.
You don't open your mouth enough. You don't enunciate.
Do I sound fat, people? Because I am.
I think we probably do sound fat. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I think.
I remember when we used to sell insurance, I'd be talking to him on the phone, and I was like, this person's fat. You can tell if somebody's fat.
Yeah, it's like we talked about around the Christmas episodes. Around Christmas time, we you know when somebody like sounds fat now because they sound like they got food on both sides of they sound like they have food on both sides of their cheeks.
Yeah.
These Christmas cookies are good. And 40% of fat people's knowledge is based around food. So
yeah,
and which is fine. I love food. But back to what I was saying. So it needs to change. And I think right now is the best time to do it and to make that change. So 2020 has sucked.
Yeah.
But we've also learned a lot. And I said in 2019, in December, I remember saying this. I said, 2020, I'm looking forward to 2020. It's going to be a big learning year for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It also is terrible, but it is a big learning year. So we have talked enough about that.
Can we talk about Diego?
We are not, we will talk about Diego. We are not genius. The last thing I'll say, we are not geniuses. We know nothing about this shit, but we do know
know right from wrong.
We do know right from wrong. We do know what's right, and we try to radiate good vibes and decent
pushing
behavior.
All the good energy in the world,
decent
man.
behavior to people around us. Like, actually, today, I am trying to get rid of a couch. So this is not a gloat.
I'm meditating on
this is not a gloat, but this has a funny concept.
Come pick up my couch.
This has a funny concept behind it. So we recently got some new furniture yesterday this week. So we got some new furniture. So Ryan came over and he helped me move the couch in, and I already had the old couch out. The old couch I got from a college thrift store that was in some kind of lobby. It's like a waiting room couch. Very comfortable, but it weighs 150 pounds.
Yeah.
It is made out of solid maple. I looked underneath of it. It is made from a contract furniture company in Massachusetts, and it is maple. It is maple wood. It is hard as fuck. And it is so heavy. Yeah. So heavy.
People know what we're talking about. Like, if you went to an office, like a dentist or like a doctor's office in the 90s, you would have sat in one of these.
Right.
It's like the pastel color.
Like pastel blue, and it's hard wood, like the hard light tone wood. But this thing weighs more than any piece of furniture ever.
Yeah.
It literally weighs 150 pounds, if not more. It's so fucking heavy. So I set it out in my front yard in front of my apartment, and I had these 2 6-packs of beer that I just haven't been able to drink. I keep forgetting about them. They've been in my pantry forever. They're still good. They're not expired. I just keep forgetting about them. It's good, decent beer. I got it at a discount because a store was closing in my town that I loved. Sorry about that, guys. Because the store was closing in my town that I loved, and I bought them, and I bought a bunch of them, and I just haven't been able to finish these 2 6-packs. So there's 12 cans of beer, still good. I set them outside on the couch, wrote a sign on there today that said free beer and couch, just right underneath of it. And I set it on there underneath the beer can so the wind didn't blow the sign away. Left it out there. I came inside after my workout, showered, ate. It was before I came here. Half an hour passed by, and somebody had tried to move that couch and could not fucking do it. They gave up.
So they just took the beer?
They've left the beer too. I think they tried to pick up the couch and it knocked the beer over, and they decided that they didn't want either of them because they're too tired from trying to pick up the couch. The couch moved about 6 inches. Huh. So somebody tried to move it, and they could not do it, which, it sucks, but I don't want to fucking do it either. I don't want to do it either.
They're probably like, oh man, free fucking couch. Yeah, that summit is very deceptively heavy.
It is deceptive. It doesn't look like it weigh that much, but that fucker is solid. That thing is a brick shit house.
Yeah.
So that is so I'm hoping that one or both is gone by now. I'm hoping they went to go get a pickup truck and come get a bunch of 4 of their buddies to come get it, because this was probably a single person. It moved about 6 inches. So this thing is the never-ending story of furniture. I hope it's gone sometime. Somebody can have the beer.
Yeah, we'll probably have a homeless man just walk through there and be like, free beer, and just fucking
that's fine.
Chug it and pass out on the front lawn.
That's fine. That's fine. He's not in my apartment. I don't care. But still, I want it gone. Somebody can have it. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. We moved to a new apartment in a month. And if that fucker is still there in a month, I'm leaving it. Mm-hmm. It is my gift to my apartment complex for all the good memories from living there.
It is a yard ornament.
That thing that's like when you get one of those, when your dad or your grandpa brings you one of those big, huge, geodes or a big piece of sheetrock, but nobody can pick it up. And they move it in on a fucking tractor. It's one of those things. It's just yeah, it's staying.
Yeah.
We wanted to take it with us, but we can't. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those lead weights that your grandpa had, and it weighs 100 pounds, and somehow they got it into the basement in 1932, and it stayed there with the house.
Yep.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Yeah. So.
It was $1. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, the couch cost me $1 at this thrift store. But the best couch I've ever spent for $1. I'm not gonna lie. So
let's talk about Diego.
Yeah, so Diego, for those of you who don't know, Diego is the Galapagos tortoise
that saved his entire species.
Yeah, we had him. When did we actually have him on here?
I don't even know. Probably 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So Diego the tortoise, he is credited for saving his entire species. So the Galapagos tortoises for years were going extinct. So he because of his high libido, his abnormally high libido for a tortoise, he actually saved his species and birthed, I believe it was 800 babies. So he has officially.
It says they've been using him for a decade.
Right. So this Diego's been used for a decade,
but they were on the verge of extinction. The tortoise was on the verge of extinction, and they found him, and they're like, okay, well, I guess they were doing studies on him, and they've been using him for 10 years to fuck all these chicks and regain his entire species. Like Cody said, 800 babies. He's 100 years old. And now they're retiring him back to an island off Ecuador. Yeah, where all the other tortoises are. There's 15 of them on that island.
So old boy's been high libido fucking for 10 years.
Yeah.
Completely saved his species, and now he finally.
Hugh Hefner died and became this turtle.
Yeah, so Diego weighs about 80 kilograms, 175 pounds, and those people have to pick his ass up and move him. Because Galapagos tortoises, people, if you didn't know, they are not water turtles. They will fucking drown. They cannot swim. They are land tortoises. So please do not confuse them with a sea turtle, like on last episode. So,
here it says whenever he arrived, it said there was just 2 males and 12 females on the island, but Diego helped boost the population to over 2,000.
That dude be fucking.
Yeah.
That dude be fucking like
these other 2 chumps, they ain't pushing sperm. This dude helped boost the population to 2,000.
This dude is like the ultimate panda bear of turtles.
Yeah.
If panda bears love to fuck, that is Diego. Diego is the rope shooting tortoise.
Yeah, it says he produced 40% of their population now.
Yeah, that's insane. Eventually, he's gonna be fucking one of his kids.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy would be so proud.
Yeah, 100%. So, congratulations to Diego the Galapagos tortoise for fucking so much that you get to retire now. It's like a racehorse. It's like a racehorse. So like you win the Kentucky Derby, but 2 years later you break your leg and they don't want to shoot you, so they put you on one of these horse farms that you just live out your life. Yeah. And you can't fuck.
Yeah, but I
don't think they can fuck, but you just hang out in the field.
Those horses are like a couple years old. He had to wait till he was 100 to retire.
yeah, literally. Like Hugh Hefner, he's like, tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. Oh, you can't retire, Hugh. Like, you can't, man. You're the image of, the Playhouse. You can't do that. He was like, son of a bitch.
I just want to beat off.
I just want to beat off and watch Will and Grace and be left the fuck alone. Uh-huh. But, so, congratulations. Yeah, he's been fucking for 10 years. Diego's 100 years old. He started fucking at 90.
Yeah.
Like, that dude got the libido.
He's like the Spider-Man of turtles.
Yeah, he's like coming in here with a bunch of these young bucks, like 40 to 60 years old, and then he's coming in 90, and he's like, if you don't know that's what turtles sound like when they fuck, look it up on YouTube. They sound like that. They sound like Maria Sharapova when she hits a tennis ball. So congrats to Diego for fucking your way into retirement.
Fucking your way to freedom.
That should have been the plot to Braveheart. You fucked your way.
You fucked your way to freedom.
You Scottish people want to be free, you gotta fuck your way to freedom.
Yeah. Instead of painting your faces in blue shit.
Who knows what that blue stuff was either.
It was
definitely not environmentally friendly.
It was just paint.
You don't know that. It was.
But I'm happy for Diego.
Happy for Diego.
Because they were basically using him as a slave. A sex slave.
I think he probably wears that like medal proudly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's probably like, these balls are empty, girls, but they're still huge. Oh shit!
You ever seen anything with 90 years of sag?
Yeah. About to give it to you. Slap.
It's like, I'll give you the SAG award.
Yeah. God.
Holy shit, that's fucked up.
So I know people probably saw this, but the Ford Bronco, Ford's coming out bringing back the Bronco, right?
Yeah.
So, and if you've seen pictures of it, it's super dope. It's the coolest fucking thing they've produced in years. And it's super cool. Well, I guess they're getting a bunch of backlash now because they're revealing it on O.J. Simpson's 73rd birthday.
They're revealing it? Like they're starting to reveal it?
They're revealing it.
Oh!
On O.J. Simpson's birthday. His 73rd birthday.
Well, if you think about it, there's a memorable moment in history. Nobody's ever going to forget that.
Yeah, he kind of made it famous. It says that I don't think they meant to do it on purpose. And if they did... but
no. See, here's the thing: if they didn't do it on purpose, the surefire way of actually, okay, if you want to make this super memorable, but everybody's gonna hate you, reveal a white one, because he drove a white Bronco.
Yeah,
reveal a white one, what you need to do is hire OJ, give him like $500 and a sack of marbles, because that's pretty sure that's what OJ works for nowadays. Like $500 and a sack of marbles, but and he will totally drive that thing onto the showroom for you.
Yeah,
and just completely make your reveal the most memorable of the decade.
But it says the spokesman for Ford Motor Company said the date is purely coincidental. I guess everything was delayed because of the coronavirus pandemic. So they're like, new date for the revealing of, the Bronco, the new Bronco. And it just happens to be on fucking O.J. Simpson's 73rd birthday.
And OJ's like on social media.
Be like,
they doing this on my birthday. This is the best birthday.
What up, Twitter world?
What up, Twitter world?
That's how he does it. Have you ever watched his shit?
Yeah, if you ever watched O.J. Simpson on Twitter, what up, Twitter world?
What's up, Twitter world?
You know what's going on? I really appreciate Ford coming out with the Bronco on my birthday.
Yeah.
And for $500 and a bag of marbles, I'll drive it onto the showroom for you.
Somehow he still seems to have like decent money. I don't know what he's doing. I thought I saw him in something. Like he was the voice of something.
Having O.J. Simpson in anything is just like dude, we're gonna pay you like the required, like the recommended money for it, but it's all a joke. Like, we're just having you on because we might have been big football fans. Or, like, it's 100% joke. Like, because the satisfaction of being a movie producer on an animated show, and you're just scrolling through the credits, and Orenthal James Simpson as Bucky the Beaver. That's the joke.
Right.
Like, it's just like, holy shit.
Well, I could have swore they used him for, like, a commercial, or they used him as the voice of some animated show I was watching. I forget. But I was like, they fucking put OJ in this thing? So
that's like a bigger joke than the homeless man that somebody found. They discovered that homeless man for the Kraft macaroni and cheese commercial because he had like a TV voice. But the only reason why he was homeless is because he was an alcoholic. So Kraft hired him, did a Kraft mac and cheese commercial that played forever, made a bunch of money off of it. And then he got back on alcohol because he had money to buy it. Yeah. And now he's homeless again.
Well, that's what happened to that. He was a radio DJ or something. And he was a homeless man, and they found him because of his excellent voice or something.
That's who we're talking about.
Well, he got he was a radio, and then on the radio, but his voice turned that way because he smoked crack. And it like crackled his voice and like deepened
Are we talking about the
I think these are two different people.
I'm actually talking about the older black gentleman that got discovered. Is that the same guy?
I don't think so. I think this was
this was an older black gentleman, and it happened.
I know who you're talking about. But
it happened about 5 or 6 years ago.
I think this happened in L.A. It was like he was a homeless man, and somebody who worked for the radio station was talking to him or gave him money or something like that. They're like, "You got a voice for radio," and then they gave him a job. I don't know if the same thing happened to him, but it was because he smoked crack, and it like fucked up his voice and made it like deeper and like...
Yeah, don't you know that's how Bane got his voice? He smoked crack for 30 years. No. That's how he got his voice.
I just thought he had super bad asthma.
No. He smoked crack for 30 years, and that's why he's so strong.
Yeah.
And that's why he has to have a respirator all the time. Because he smoked crack.
Because he has baby lungs.
No, but that one guy, the older black gentleman that did the Kraft macaroni and cheese commercial, it goes... Kraft macaroni and cheese, you know.
Oh, yeah, I was like, ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He sounded like the Kool-Aid man, but in real life.
Yeah.
No, but he was an alcoholic, and then he got money from those commercials, and then he became an alcoholic, and now he's homeless again.
Yeah,
so that was like his 30 days of fame.
Yeah, that's kind of why you don't give homeless people money, because they just spend it on shit like that, but... Then he started making legit money, like thousands and thousands.
Yeah, when he had macaroni and cheese money.
Yeah, macaroni.
Like that's some
Velveeta, bitch.
That is some buku dollars right there. Yeah. Like no, Velveeta don't even have like a stand on Kraft. Like Kraft is up here, even though it's the shitty powder cheese.
Yeah, Velveeta just makes like cheese and macaroni and shit.
Velveeta makes cheese.
Kraft makes ranch. Kraft makes mayo.
Yeah, singles. But see, here's the thing. Also,
have you seen that?
It's cheese-like substance. It's not fucking cheese.
Have you seen the Heinz new thing? You know they have the mayo chip or whatever.
Yeah, mayo chip.
And now they have the Sriracha.
Sriracha ranch?
Yeah. Sriracha.
Cheyenne, when we went to Taxman Brewing Co.
Or the Ranchacha.
When we went to Taxman Brewing Co. in Bargersville, Indiana last week, she had a sandwich. She had a sandwich that had Dijonnaise, which is Dijon mustard and mayonnaise. I was like, that's fucking dope, and it was actually pretty tasty. My favorite condiment's mustard, and my favorite mustard Dijon.
You know why it's Dijon, right? Because it's got wine in it.
Wow, white wine in it.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that makes it Dijon.
I think it tastes funny.
Dijon?
I'm a spicy brown man.
You definitely are a spicy brown man, and that's why O.J. Simpson for the Ford Bronco commercial.
Yeah. I love spicy brown.
Because that was his nickname. O.J. Spicy Brown Simpson.
I don't like Dijon.
I don't think that's accurate. Don't take it. It's just a joke.
Like a granulated mustard. That's good shit.
You're getting a little too fancy, man. It's Dijon. No, I prefer Grey Poupon because that is like my shit. Like, give me Grey Poupon on expired chicken fries because you can't find them anymore. Give me that. You know what Grey Poupon is?
No.
It's mustard. It's just fucking mustard.
Oh, I thought it was like some kind of egg.
Grey Poupon is a brand of mustard that that fucking just, it's fancy mustard.
Well, I thought it was like a thing where they call it quiche, but it's just egg and cheese.
Quiche, no. Quiche is not, that is not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, quiche is, excuse me. Quiche has a pie crust to it. So some type of crust.
It's like an omelet in a pie.
Frittata has no crust. It's just egg mixed in with whatever you want. But a quiche actually has some type of crust.
Frittata.
That is the difference. I'm trying to figure out how. There it is. Grey Poupon. Grey Poupon is a brand of whole grain.
It's like coupon, but
Grey Poupon. Grey Poupon is a brand of whole grain mustard and Dijon mustard, which originated in Dijon, France. Ooh, that's the official shit right there.
Ooh, it looks good though.
It's mustard. Huh. Like any standard
Dijon. But then it's like $6 a jar.
It is very expensive, yeah. But it's the original.
I don't give a fuck.
Duh. I don't give a fuck. Well, that goes back, talking about original, they say that Ceylon cinnamon is technically, so it's Ceylon. Ceylon cinnamon comes from...
Sounds like something from the future.
No, Ceylon cinnamon comes from, I can't remember where it comes from, but it is considered true cinnamon. Any other cinnamon is inferior. On the other hand,
Ceylon tea.
I am using right now Saigon cinnamon, which comes from Thailand. So it's second best.
It has a super hard squint.
So it's called true cinnamon. So, well, let's see. So it's called true cinnamon. The true cinnamon tree, or Ceylon cinnamon tree, is a small evergreen tree belonging to the family native to Sri Lanka. So Ceylon cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka, which is considered true cinnamon. And Saigon, I think it comes from Thailand, somewhere around Thailand.
So what's other cinnamon? Just that mixed with fillers and shit?
No, not fillers. I think it's just it's not grown in that area.
It's not organic from a tree.
Well, not even that. All cinnamon comes from a cinnamon tree, but it's not from that area.
Right.
Like Himalayan pink salt is not farmed in Massachusetts.
Right.
It came from Himalayan pink salt mines.
Yeah.
So true cinnamon came from Sri Lanka from these cinnamon trees.
Right. So they
Saigon cinnamon
crossed it to grow cinnamon trees in somewhere else.
Like salmon is not real salmon. Farm salmon is not the same as real salmon. Atlantic sockeye salmon is literally caught in Alaska.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but it's still cinnamon either way. It's just, it comes from a different place. It's just another way to put a bigger price label on it, but hey, I'll buy into it.
Right.
I'll buy into it. I do actually buy sockeye salmon because it tastes better. Salmon is not pink, it's red. Trust me. Salmon is red, it's not pink. So just throw that out there.
Just an FYI.
Just an FYI, guys. Meat is red, not pink.
Yeah. If your shirt in the color of salmon, it's not pink. It's supposed to be red.
If your burger is gray when you eat it, it is not burger.
It was boiled meat.
Boiled meat. So, we have some pretty cool updated news. We have Keanu Reeves.
You notice how yellow his teeth are?
He smokes.
Ah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, John Wick, badass, martial artist. Keanu Reeves smokes like a pack a day, and he's still a fucking monster. So, Keanu Reeves wants to go on a Zoom date with you for a good cause. So, would you go on a date with Keanu Reeves on Zoom?
Yeah.
100%? Not even if it was for charity. Would you just be like, hey, what's up, Keanu?
I don't know. I feel like he's a really awkward guy.
A what?
A really awkward guy.
Keanu Reeves? I bet he's fucking cool.
I don't know. I feel like he's really awkward because I watch interviews and stuff, and he'll be they made him read comments with puppies or questions with puppies, and he's reading them, and he's just do you?
You have a fucking shit factory running across your lap. It's pretty hard to read a question.
But he's so monotone. It's do you really get into the persona of John Wick? He's yes. I do. He'd set it down.
Do you really think he wanted to do that? Like, you have literally a shit and piss factory sitting in your lap. They have to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes.
They did. They pissed.
Yeah.
Like twice.
Every 30 minutes. And it could happen, like, on you. So, do you really think he wants, like, his, Fusachi everything? Like, shit on? No. Like, he's got...
Fusachi?
I don't know.
I think it's Versace.
I don't... Versace. Whatever.
Does he really want his Fusachi?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
It's
I can't afford it, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
With the fucking V.
Okay.
Versace.
Do you think, like, he wants his, like, expensive Levi's that are, like, the rarest of the rare denim that's, dyed from 4-year-old Taiwanese babies? Like, do you really think he wants dog shit on there? I guarantee that John Wick is a cool motherfucker. Like, you could totally take him to Bonnaroo and he'd, blend in. But...
Is he doing this for his new movie or whatever?
What, this?
Yeah, they just came out with the new Bill and Ted.
Oh, no, I don't think it's... So Keanu Reeves is giving one lucky fan the chance to spend some quality one-on-one time with him for a very important cause. The John Wick and Matrix star has partnered with Camp Rainbow Gold, an Idaho-based children's cancer charity, to offer a 15-minute Zoom call to the highest bidder. 15 minutes? Bro, that's not a date. Give me an hour. Like, I got shit to talk about. Like, you can't just be like, all right, 15 minutes. Like, no, hey, I work out longer than that.
But they're also saying it's $10,000.
It's $10,000? No. Okay, yeah, I get it.
That's where they're starting the bidding.
I'm out.
They started the bidding at $10,000 and it's already up to $16,600.
Keanu, man, I know you're a busy guy. You got like your flip-flops and your high kicks and jiu-jitsu and gun shooting and car driving badass self, and you gotta like backbend in the Matrix. But 15 minutes, you can do an hour. You can do an hour. If you do an hour, you can make 4 times as much. Or how many 15 minutes are in? Yeah, 4 times as much. There's 15 minutes in an hour.
Well, it's going with their slogan because it's 15 minutes of fame with Keanu Reeves.
Give me an hour of fame, Keanu. Like, if I guarantee it's like, you're in the middle of a question, 15:01 hits, dink, like, time's up, sorry, gotta go by.
Yeah.
Can't even finish your question.
But it said one person upped the bid to $16,600 already. So, yeah.
That's bullshit. So the auction closes on Monday, which this is already passed. And the special date will take place in the week beginning on July 6th. So all proceeds raised from 15 minutes of fame with Keanu Reeves will go directly to the Children's Cancer Society organization, which focuses on giving kids empowering experiences. It's a wonderful cause. It really is. But 15 fucking minutes, Keanu. I thought this was going to be cool. Like, we could go out to, like, P.F. Chang's and, like, fucking chill for an hour. But we're, like, on our laptops together. Like, I'm bringing my laptop and I'm eating. And in between, like, chicken wings and gyro meat, like, that's not P.F. Chang's. That's Fogo de Chao. Yeah, Fogo de Chao, like, in between, like, chicken wings and gyro meat, like, I can ask you, like, what was your inspiration to, like, I don't know, smoke a pack a day and still be a badass? Like, I know it's addiction, but, like, what makes you addicted to cigarettes and you're still like a badass? Something.
Those are the questions you would ask him?
No! I'd ask him if I could hang out with him, but it's gonna take 15 minutes to explain it, and then once 15:01 hits, like, the date's over, and like, my money's blown. Like, okay, it's a great cause. I don't have $16,000. Okay? I don't have it to spend on meeting Keanu Reeves. But if I did, I would want it to be an hour. Because it's going to take me 15 minutes to explain everything. And then, by the time I'm done, they're going to be like, hey, bro, so you want to, like, hang out sometime? You want to go to, like, the virtual, like, bar and chill sometime? I doubt Keanu Reeves, like, goes to a bar. But, I don't know. I would smoke a cigarette. I don't smoke, but I would totally smoke a cigarette with Keanu Reeves. It's just like if Snoop Dogg rolled you a blunt, like, you can't say no.
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be false. Because you paid for it. It's not real.
I know. But Keanu Reeves I don't think Keanu Reeves hangs out, man. Like,
probably
I don't know. I don't know anything about him, but I don't know if he, like, hangs out. I don't know if he's cool, like, chill or cool. He ain't like a comedian or you know,
I'm pretty sure he's like one of the chillest people ever.
He might be. I don't know. It's gonna take 15 minutes. It's gonna take more than 15 minutes to do that. Like I'd ask him. Like I would. Okay, so if I go on a date with like a girl, I get to know them. The first 15 minutes is just like intros, like, hey, this, you know, what'd you do before this? You know, where'd you go to school? You know, what was your major? All that unnecessary bullshit. You're gonna get it's like the foreplay of a date. I'm only getting through the foreplay with Keanu, and then he's gotta go.
Well, you know what you do is you plan your questions and you plan it out right, and then you can be like, hey, since we're like friends now, can we, like, exchange numbers and shit?
And then he would just completely end the fucking call.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, because then he'd be like, sure. And
no, he fucking wouldn't.
And then he'd give you a fake number that went to, like, Pizza Hut.
Because Keanu Reeves smokes cigarettes and eats Pizza Hut like a fiend. I guarantee it.
Get off the smoking cigarettes. Jesus Christ.
He does.
He does other stuff.
Like what? Crack?
I don't know. But get off the smoking cigarettes. Jesus Christ. He smokes cigarettes. I like how they put, you can meet with the 55-year-old Hollywood icon. Like, what you gotta put his age in there for, man? Everybody knows who Keanu Reeves is. You don't have to be like the 54-year-old, the 55-year-old Hollywood icon.
Like, literally, they should have it. Okay, so I don't think, I'm still a little heartbroken about 15 minutes. I think it should be longer because honestly, I would spend 15 minutes talking to, like Heath Ledger's dead body. Like that, I could spend 15 minutes doing that. Like, give me an hour. Don't give me 15 minutes. I think it should be longer, people. I know it's for kids and it's for a good cause, but you can totally make more for an hour.
But he's also Keanu Reeves and he has shit to do.
They should name it 4 times 15 minutes of fame because you're there for an hour.
Who wants to be on...
Keanu Reeves doesn't have that much shit to do for like an hour.
Who wants to be on Zoom for an hour?
Me! With Keanu Reeves! No. John Wick!
You would lose interest after 20 minutes.
Okay, you know the first question I would ask him? I would say...
What's it like being Keanu Reeves?
He'd be like, fucking sucks, man. No, I would say, what does the blue pill do?
What do you mean?
He ate the red pill.
Yeah, the blue pill takes you back to reality.
No, but what does it really do?
Did you watch the movie?
Yes, but what does it really do?
Why would he fucking know? It's fiction.
He's Keanu Reeves. He's like the unicorn of celebrities.
Plus, that was like 30 years ago.
I would honestly ask him his favorite color. And if it's red, then cool with me, dude, because mine's red.
His favorite color is black.
His favorite color is black.
Because that's how he is. His favorite color is black.
What? He's the absence of color.
Yeah. He's so cool. His favorite color is black.
Yeah. You know, in the Matrix, black is actually red. And that's my favorite color. So, gotcha. Gotcha, Keanu. I feel you, dude.
His favorite color is black.
Do you like the band Fish?
And he'd be like, no, Fish sucks.
I don't listen to music.
Keanu Reeves, I feel like Keanu Reeves is more like, I don't know, probably like an Alice in Chains kind of guy.
That, or he definitely likes, like, Hosier or Hosier or something like that. I think, yeah, they pronounce it Hosier. I always thought it was Hosier, but it's
maybe
Hosier.
Like a Gary Clark Jr.
He's definitely like Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, he's more of a rock fan.
I don't know, dude. He might like be deceptive.
Who's old boy from he's on the I forget. He's black. He's a rock star. What's his name?
Jimi Hendrix.
No, not Jimi Hendrix. He probably likes Jimi Hendrix too.
Who the fuck doesn't like Jimi Hendrix?
No, I remember his leather pants ripped that one time and he showed his balls to...
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, he probably... He's a Lenny Kravitz guy.
Lenny Kravitz showed his entire fucking dick and balls.
Yeah, to a girl in the front row.
And his cock is... No, to an entire crowd. And his cock is the size of an Evian bottle. Lenny Kravitz has a huge fucking penis. Mm-hmm. And he lives on a farm in, like, New Zealand or something like that. I swear he lives on a farm. I seen an article. It said, take a trip with Lenny Kravitz on his farm. I swear. Cool. But yeah, so I just think it should be more than 15 minutes.
Be like, do you listen to Cardi B, Keanu? He'd be like, who?
He's like, fuck Cardi B.
No, he'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't know her. He knows everyone. So what'd you find out?
He lives in the Bahamas.
Oh, good for him.
He lives like on a ranch. Like Lenny Kravitz, like pierced nose, like, you know, and
what does he farm?
He's like the training star in fucking, what the hell's those movies?
Hunger Games.
Yeah. He's like he hasn't done shit forever, and he's like, I'm gonna train you to win. It's fucking Lenny Kravitz. So he lives on a farm in the Bahamas, and he like rides little horses everywhere. I swear.
Good for Lenny Kravitz because he's not a rock star anymore.
They asked him what his typical day is. Like, what's your... It's Eleuthera, or Eleuthera is like the island he lives on in the Bahamas. And
he's one of those people that bought him an island.
It's Lenny fucking Kravitz. He can buy whatever he wants.
Now
he's got Hunger Games money.
Now he's a citizen.
He's got leather pants and big dick energy.
He's like Oprah now.
Yeah, Oprah has her own.
Because once you buy an island, or what was it? Once you spend $500,000, you become a personal citizen.
Yeah, in the Bahamas, you could spend, if you spend $500,000 on investing or anything, you become a legal citizen of the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Which is like the biggest money cop out ever. Yeah. Like, Bahamas, you sold out, man. Like make it $1 million. But, no, it says, what's a typical day for you? And he says, I wake up and a lot of times I jump on my bike first thing and I go for an hour-long bike ride. I go take a ride and clear my head to begin the day. It's almost like meditation. Then I come back, pick up some fruit, go to my garden, and see what's happening. Like, that's like I see what's happening in my garden, man. And then he says, get some food going, go sit on the beach, go to the studio, make some music. My studio's on the beach, so I go back and forth. I jump in the water, then I go back to the studio, make some music. We meet with friends too. Everyone in our town knows everybody. You go into town, sit on someone's porch, have a drink and talk. You enjoy different places and having sunset in different. You enjoy having the sunset in different places. It's really about experiencing the place and the people and going around, but it's very chill. I wear the same clothes every day, no shoes.
So he's a homeless man.
So, yeah. So
he's a rich hobo.
Yeah, he's a rich hobo that lives on an island.
What a fucking rock star.
I don't think he's
just like, I go and make music, I eat fruit, go make music, and then I jump in the ocean, and then when I figure something out, I run back in the studio, make music for like another half hour, then I'm like, oh, let's go for another dip, and then I go back in the ocean.
Like, uh-oh, Lenny's got his dick out again.
Yeah. He probably is naked. It's probably a private beach.
No, so he doesn't own the island. He just lives on the island, like hangs out with people in town, which is totally cool. I would totally do that. Like,
hey, everybody, Lenny's dick's out again.
If I had the money and I lived on an island like that, a very small island, I would fucking totally do that. Totally, that would be my day. I would not wear the same clothes every day. I mean, I fucking shower.
But he'd probably like, Oprah's having a party, then like, let's take the boat out.
I would definitely shower. Like I would be clean. Would I wear shoes? Probably. I mean, I don't want like the fucking whatever they're called.
Get a rusty.
I don't want like bot flies in my feet.
Get a rusty Bahama nail in your foot.
Yeah, it's a lot more aggressive than an American rusty nail. It has an accent.
Yeah, and it tries to serve you margaritas.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, well, let's get into some news stories. I know we talked about a couple, but
well, that's fine.
Oh well. So I got one here. So. Due in light of the coronavirus, millions of gallons of stale beer has been...
It's out in front of my apartment.
No, it's not. Has been collecting. So, with everything being shut down. But it said this has even happened in March before, all the lockdowns started. I guess they have 10 million gallons of beer held by retailers that has expired. And now it's just sitting in this in a warehouse or wherever it's being stored here at it says Vanguard Renewables in Massachusetts is among one of the companies who is turning the beverage. So with all this millions of gallons of beer just sitting around, they're actually turning it into other stuff. So it says they're going to start using it for natural gas to fuel electric generators, and they're also going to be making hand sanitizer out of it. But the rest is pretty much going to have to be...
beer-scented hand sanitizer.
No, they're just taking alcohol out of it.
Oh, okay.
If you boil beer, you'll boil the alcohol. That's how
leprechaun pops out.
You boil the alcohol out, and then it trickles down. It's like how you make moonshine.
Yeah.
You boil it, and then all that shit boils off, and the alcohol vapors come up.
If you boil beer, Keanu Reeves comes and kicks you in the face.
Yeah. So they're gonna start
for 15 minutes.
Yeah. So the rest is gonna have to be decanned and then dumped. But they said it's a tsunami of kegs. It says we'll take about 60,000 gallons a week to feed expired beer to microorganisms in biodigesters to release the methane and prepare the component for natural gas.
Decanning is what Lenny Kravitz calls him taking a shit. Hey, baby, I decanned again.
That didn't make any sense.
I know, it's still funny, though.
So coping with the waste of beer is just one of the many unforeseen knock of effects from the pandemic-related lockdown.
You know why they got all this extra beer, right? Everybody's buying White Claw.
No, it's just from all the bars.
Oh.
They said a lot of it, if the bars don't use it, they send it back. And then they get their money back. So then it just goes to wherever
I'm buying a
it.
Fucking bar, dude.
So
it's like it's like when people they steal clothes and they take it back to the store they stole it from like a week later, and then they get money for it so they can buy their meth. Like, that is like the way to live, dude. You buy a bar, you buy the alcohol, you ain't how to sell it, man. You get your money back.
But it says a lot of it came from venues stocking up. So what they do is they order ahead of time for big events like NASCAR, baseball championships, and concerts.
Or, March Madness.
Right.
Because that's what happened during quarantine, March Madness.
But, like, everything happened during the pandemic. So we had a bunch of NASCAR events. We had our basketball championship. We had Memorial Day. We had Cinco de Mayo. We had St. Patrick's Day. We had spring break. So it says NBWA rankings, and the July 4th is next. So,
and let's be honest.
All that shit just kind of piled up.
Like, NASCAR people are not like regular white people. Because, let's be honest, not a lot of other ethnicities watch NASCAR. So like, people that are not from Indiana, they'll be like, oh, you guys watch NASCAR? No, man, I don't associate with those people. Like, no, saying, okay, so NASCAR fans are not regular. They're not like, they're a different type of people. Like, so I know a lot of people that absolutely cannot stand NASCAR, but the people that I know love NASCAR, they're all about it, and they are not the same type of people.
No, a lot of them are pissed because they're taking the Confederate flag away too. So,
well, that's because they're racist. But also, some people might not. Okay, so also, the Confederate flag thing. I'm gonna say this one thing, and then we're done. So it might not symbolize it in the TV shows and stuff like that and movies that it was depicted in.
Well, old boy who has bought the General Lee is defacing it. He's
right.
Yeah, he's covering it up.
But it also does have roots. It doesn't technically, the actual Confederate flag did not look like that. That is technically called the Rebel flag because it's not the same name because it's not associated with the same flag. But the roots of the Rebel flag today go back to the same designs that the Confederate flag used.
Yeah.
Which is the correlation. That is why they're taking it down. That is why they're
the way I see it is
everything.
it has a new meaning, but
Right.
people won't come off the new meaning like, oh, it's heritage, blah blah
Right.
blah. Well, things change. It's not back
Right.
then anymore. But it's kind of like the same thing. Like the swastika stand for like peace and hope. Now it doesn't. It doesn't help. It doesn't stand for that anymore.
Right.
It stands for racism and Nazis and all this bullshit.
It
has a new meaning.
When I went to go get my tattoo artist, we were just talking about different tattoos.
You want a Rebel flag on your arm?
No, but my tattoo artist is a black artist in Indiana. So we were just talking about, but that's beside the point. This is just to make my point across. We were talking about everything going on. Just a normal conversation, nothing too serious. Well, he showed me, he's like, shit like this. And this guy got a swastika with the red circle and the red line through it. And he's just like, to get that tattoo, you had to get the swastika first. And then the red line through it.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me. But, I mean, yeah, shit that means something now, it's rooted in oppression and racism a long time ago. And I understand some people, you probably don't like my definition of this, but if you go back and look at the original rebel flag that was for slavery and racism, it has similar designs to the rebel flag now. And that is why they're doing that. That's just like the slave trading, like, concrete stump that was in, I think it was Virginia or something like that. There was on this corner in the middle of the street, there is this concrete double-stepped boulder sitting there.
Huh.
And it was used to trade slaves hundreds of years ago.
They would put them up there and be like, and do bids.
Yeah, and bids on them. Yeah, it was used to bid on slaves. It just now got ripped out of the ground. Mm-hmm. It had graffiti all over it and racism stickers and all that other stuff. It just now got taken down. It's a concrete block. No, it's not hurting anybody. No, it's not doing any harm. It's just a concrete block that weighs, like 400 pounds, and nobody's moved it till then. But what it used to symbolize is hundreds, even thousands of people that died working forcibly and murdered, and it represents...
What it symbolizes is people being bought and sold like fucking stock, or goods, or something like
animals.
That.
What it represented then.
It represents slavery.
Might not be what it is now,
right?
But it's still
now it's just a rock.
Yeah,
but what it represented back then, people are pissed with all this shit.
Exactly. So that's the end. We're done.
Right.
Done. Okay. Just want to do that. You might unsubscribe from us. You might not listen to this again, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
But just realize you're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
We're right.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. You don't have to listen to this anymore. That's fine. We don't need you. That's okay. We might not be super successful right now, but that's right now. And we don't need racists. We don't need racists. We don't need no racists listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
So, all right. Father's Day is coming up, everybody. And this article is brought to you by CNN. So, can I buy a vowel, please? No, that's a joke. Okay, never mind. So they have, shut the fuck up. So, they did the courtesy of finding 31 standout Father's Day gifts. We're not doing all 31. So so I know Father's Day is, well, when this comes out on Friday, you only got 2 days till Father's Day. So last minute gifts, if you got Amazon Prime, I mean, you could totally find this. So gifts from Amazon that should still get them time, with Prime shipping. So Hatch Pops sweatshirt. We're not doing this one because it's $78 for a sweatshirt. You can fuck off. What about the average American?
I guess if your dad's a bartender, you can get that.
What in the fuck kind of Father's Day gift? Who the fuck wants a wooden mallet?
I don't know. When they make these things, they're just like, what would dad get? Because if you type in like good Father's Day gifts, this shit pops up. But we have it's a Lewis bag and a mallet, which if you're a bartender or something, if your dad likes to drink, what they do is they put ice cubes in it, close it up, take that wooden mallet and break that ice up, and it makes regular ice. It makes like tiny bits of ice.
What you do is you find a sturdy piece of counter or floor and you smash that shit
with
across.
the Lewis bag, it's just like a burlap bag that keeps all of it in there.
That's fucking stupid. It's $30 for a piece of wood in a bag. This is dumb. Okay, the decade that rocked. It's a photography of Mark Weisguy. It's just a photography.
It's got Van Halen and all that shit in it.
This is stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna scroll through to see if I find something cool.
Universal cable organizer.
No, that's fucking stupid. Okay, we live in the Midwest.
I love you this much, Daddy Edition.
No, we live in the Midwest. Okay, now unless you have little kids that are younger than 12, some of these, the kid gifts that are cute, that's great. But we live in the Midwest. Our dad is like a homegrown farmer his entire life, worked in a factory, also two full-time jobs for 20 years, still a farmer, an American man. We are not getting him a cable organizer kit for his phone chargers.
Hey, some people's daddies are businessmen. Create your own.
Okay, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool.
They're bringing that shit back.
So create your own real viewer.
If everybody remembers, it was the orange thing you put over your eyes and you flip the switch.
Yeah,
and it goes through different pictures.
Right. It was a great gift in the early 90s.
So you can put your own pictures in this.
Yeah, they're bringing this back. You can create your own with your own pictures. It's $30, $29.95. So basically, you pick your own pictures, and create a custom reel for this real viewer. Yeah. And I imagine you could probably go online and find old ones too. So something fun, something nostalgic for dad, because obviously he remembers if he was, so I know some dads are, mid 30s to our age, which is mid 20s. I mean, that I would find that pretty fucking cool.
If you were around in the
right
80s or 80s and 90s,
right. You would probably find this pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here is another one. So an NCAA floral button-up shirt. So if your dad's a big college fan, you can pick the type of NCAA you're searching for. And this is for $60. It's a shirt. But let me just say, Amazon sizes for fat people, if your dad's a bigger dude, which I probably am going to guess he might be because he's a dad. He's got a dad bod. Don't order the size you think he is. Order like 1 or 2 sizes bigger because it'll either shrink or it will not fit.
Then we have a headlamp.
No, we're not doing that. That's stupid.
And then we have a Terragun Mini.
That's stupid too.
And then we have a hot sauce box.
That's cool. I'm down for that.
For $135.
That's fine. That is fine. I spent $150 on hot sauces on vacation last year. That is perfectly acceptable. Because here's the thing. You spend $135 on this hot sauces from all around the world, that are, there are 11 hot sauces that range from mellow to bowels of hell. So that's just fine. Because if you spend $135 on that for your dad, he will not eat all these within a year. This will last him forever.
Yeah, once he gets to the last one, he'll be dead.
Yeah, perfect. So you got 2 years left with dad, because that's how long it's going to take for him to eat that. And great Father's Day gift. Like, he goes out with a fiery asshole and a full heart of love for Father's Day. So it's $135 on food52.com. You can probably find this a little cheaper, guys, so you don't actually have to spend this. I don't know why CNN thinks everybody wants to spend $135 on hot sauce, but whatever. That's stupid. No, that's fucking stupid. I would never get my dad that. I'm basing this off of what I would get my dad, and I would never get my dad what I love about dad. That's just me. No, not doing that either. No joke, but that's fucking stupid.
Breakfast sandwich maker.
Okay, a breakfast sandwich maker. Cool, man. $40. This is just slowly pissing me off.
Smart light bulbs.
No.
Water bottle filler adapter. Sky maps.
What in the fuck? CNN. What in the fuck?
An umbrella with a cup holder.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
No.
If you're sitting at NASCAR and you need an umbrella because it's so fucking hot out.
This is fucking I should have not even I knew this was going to
be. Air fryer, good gift.
Okay, air fryer, good gift. $60 air fryer, Brio air fryer by New Wave on Amazon.com. Air fryer, great gift for anybody. Doesn't even have to be dad.
As long as you got an air fryer and an Instant Pot, you're fucking set.
Yeah, don't even have to be dad. Jersey Jet Set jogger pants. Not $128, friends. Sorry. Walmart has them for $20. What in the fuck? Why would I spend $128 on jogger sweatpants when everybody in the Midwest does not fucking run? Like, nobody's dad runs. If he does run, you fucking know it. Because he tells you.
They're nice sweatpants.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Now, this is a good dad gift for the Midwest. A purple double seat cushion. It's $99. So your dad's hemorrhoids are safe and stable. Just like his high cholesterol.
They say you can sit on an egg and not crack it.
Yeah, because it goes up his ass. And then it hatches like a fucking chicken. If you want to get your dad a great Father's Day gift, you get him an unhatched egg. You stick it up his big, loaded butt, and you wait until Easter and you can have fresh fucking chickens. All
right, let's move on.
Here's a good one. Here's a fucking grill.
Let's move on.
Holy shit, I regret this 100 fucking percent. This is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Let's move on.
Do not go to Okay.
Shut up. Let's move on. You're driving me absolutely fucking crazy right now.
Guys, do what we do. If you really want to get your dad or mom on Mother's Day, on Father's Day, for any holiday or birthday, just ask them. And just gotta calm down.
It's not that big a deal.
Just ask them what they want. It pissed me off because I wasted time doing that stupid.
You're the one fucking doing it. You would just keep scrolling. Use your common sense.
I probably got a few laughs from the listeners just by talking about it.
No, because you were bitching about fucking
coffee mugs. Now let's get into some serious shit. So, a man put
We have time for one more, so you better make it good.
This is it. A man put a cell phone charger up his penis. It got stuck in his bladder and had to be removed by surgeons.
How the fuck do you get it all the way up your dick?
Duh, bro. Penis pump. Like, how do you not get it up your dick? So an Indian man who went to a hospital with abdominal pain had inserted a mobile phone charger cable into his penis.
How did you get the USB up there?
That's one of those things. But see, that's one of those things like, it's like when the dude gets a gerbil or a dildo stuck in his butt. Once you get it past the fucking ring, dude, like it ain't coming back. That's the reason why the end of the dildo's bigger.
But it's bendable. Like it bends.
Well,
so you had to sit there for hours.
Yeah, bro. People are bored.
And everybody's pee hole is not fucking... It's not like a dime. It's like a toothpick, maybe. So...
It's a muscle, though. It expands.
Your dick's not... Well, yeah, okay.
Your dick hole expands. What I'm saying is...
That's like Albert Fish
I'm saying is, that dude... that's like Albert Fish. He took fucking sewing needles and poked them into his abdomen and, like... jogged a 5K like that.
But when he fucking died, they found like 100+ needles in his abdomen. And he used to stick those like little glass rods or whatever, put them in his dick and like break them off and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Anyway, so that's actually if you want to get a dick tattoo, they have to take a glass rod. Either you stay hard the entire time or they have to take a glass rod and put it in your dick to be able to make your dick hard enough to tattoo it. I swear, that's exactly how they do it.
Ugh.
So anyway, that's one of those things like when you go to the doctor, be like, sir, there's a phone charger that got inserted in your penis and is sitting in your bladder. I don't know how that happened. It must have happened when I was asleep. Well, I had this girl over the other night and she was doing something weird underneath the covers, but I didn't think anything about it. It hurt a little bit, but I didn't think anything about it. So the man visited a hospital.
They said they're prescribing him lax. He ate it. He didn't shove it up his dick.
A man visited a hospital in northeastern India last month, claiming to have ingested some earphones.
He ate it. He didn't shove it up his dick.
Well, listen, no, he ingested earphones. This is a phone charger that's in his penis. He ingested earphones, so they gave him a laxative so he could shit it out. So, but when the cord didn't appear, despite the patient being when
the headphones came out.
Yeah, doctors resorted to surgery. He came to us after 5 days. Despite passing stool several times, the cable did not come out. We then conducted an endoscopy, but still couldn't find anything, as the patient complained of severe pain because it's not in his butt, it's in his bladder. So we decided to perform surgery and found that there was nothing in the intestinal tract. It was at that point that an x-ray revealed the man to have a 2-foot-long charging cable in his bladder inserted via his urethra, which is your dick hole, your third eye, your hole that shoots
Your third eye
gross.
is on your forehead, you moron. That's the fourth eye.
No. Your third eye is your dick hole. So the tube that leads from the penis to the bladder.
Yeah, we know.
Then the doctor states, I made an incision there and took out the cord, which was actually a charging cable over 2 feet long. If he had been honest, then it would have saved us the trouble and we could have treated him sooner. The patient has been discharged and is fine according to the doctor. I have read that people used to get sexual gratification by inserting instruments through their penis. This is one such case, and the psychiatrist can help him beyond this point. No, the psychiatrist cannot help him because he liked it. He's like, hey, doc, take that penis and let me put it on my dick hole.
I don't get how you got it all the way up there.
Magic.
With a stick?
He's a fucking magician. Well, like one of those extra long Q-tips. He just kind of like, just poked it up there. That is a magician among men.
That's disgusting.
He's like, hey, let me shove whatever up here and let me pee it back out.
You couldn't find anything else. Pasta noodle.
That would have been too easy.
Angel hair.
Too fucking easy. Too easy. Like, pasta, too easy.
But you've been peeing spaghetti for like 2 weeks.
Well, pasta noodle, too easy, man. He's got it, like, yeah. That's what you were saying.
Charger.
Like, how do you get the USB part?
How do you get the USB part up there?
Like, that had to fucking hurt. You know that was last. That had to be last.
Yeah.
God, that's fucking insane. People, man. That's why we are.
That dude's dick hole must be huge.
That's why we are. That's why we are the leading species for morons. Like, we are the biggest dum-dums.
Well, that guy's a fucking idiot. Like, what if you tried to pull it back out and it just got a knot in it? And it was like, fuck. You're pulling a knot through your dick. I can't even imagine that. That's like that one time I watched the 2 kids in the sandbox and that chick's like trying to shove a dildo through that guy's dick.
She does, and then she fucking jerks his wiener hole off.
Yeah, but then his fucking dick is splitting in two.
Yeah, and it looks like a giant Pac-Man.
Yeah.
With his mouth constantly open. It's absolutely fucking terrible.
This dude's wiener was splitting.
All right, everybody. So that means, what this means is, if you are so tired of the racism and the riots and the protests, and you just want something to keep your mind off of it, and just go to CNN or some news source, find an article like this, you'll completely forget about it.
Yeah.
You completely forget about it. Because then you'll be going down the rabbit hole on Google. How do you get a phone charger in your penis? And that's where YouTube will show you the rest.
All right, everybody. That is the episode. I appreciate everybody downloading, listening, sharing, liking, telling a friend. We love you guys. We wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much. Stick in there. You know, life's tough.
Stick in there.
Stick in there?
Stick the phone charger in there, huh?
No. Just hang in there.
There you go. Not stick in there.
Stick with it. There you go.
Not a stick. It's a phone charger.
Anyway.
Start with something small.
Shut up. Hang in there, everybody. You know, it's still tough. It'll eventually get better, but we're just all going to have to deal with it for right now. So I love you guys. Don't take any shit. You know, don't let anybody talk behind your back. And if they do, knock them the fuck out. Love you guys. Stay classy. Let's end this fucking show.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Go out and get some of that coffee, gold standard ale from Taxman Brewing Co. I highly recommend it. It is Cummcast approved. We still need to trademark that. I got a message this week. Shout out to Britain for supporting the podcast, and thanks for spreading the word, man. Appreciate it. So shout out to Britain. And if anybody else...
The country?
No. Yeah, like the country, actually. And if anybody else wants a shout out on the podcast, DM one of us. We'll give you a shout out. And we just ask that you spread the word, spread love, spread good vibes, stay safe. We love the fuck out of you guys, and we really mean that. We absolutely love you. And remember, charge a phone with your phone cord.
Don't shove it up your dick.
Don't shove it up your urethra. Love you guys. Remember, when life gets hard, when life gets hard,
when your dick gets hard,
you do something with it. So
stick it in the kid.
No, don't do that. When your dick gets hard, use lemons. So when life gets hard and when life gets you down and when it's so hard that you, I just can't stop saying hard. Milk that pig, everybody. Be safe. Love you guys. Peace. We out.
Love you guys.
Bye.